Welcome to the Hailey TT 2024. The bikes are ready and everybody is raring to go. It's set to be some exciting racing and we cannot wait to get going.
Starting first, Pete Bounds and Jevon Walmsley. And of course, Ben Birchall unable to take the start. Here are the Crow brothers. What can they do? This always looks so nervous, doesn't it, on the sidecar outfit?
Have a listen to that engine scream.
Oh, lovely. Oh, he's pulled off to the side of the road.
World and British champions.
Ryan and Callum Crow closing down on Pete Bounds. They're fantastic performance. They're hunting for that win, aren't they?
Class act. Oh, and the gap's closed. Nice, clean pass. Oh, just floating that sidecar wheel. That really is a very, very daunting turn.
Look at this.
Callum Crow like an acrobat, twisting, flying his body in that pass.
Bounds and Walmsley back up the inside. They run wide though. The Crows blast back into the lead.
This is unbelievable.
I'm still in awe of the passengers every single time we see it. Really pushing hard.
But we don't want to speak too soon.
Brilliant. That is high speed start. I'm in awe. I really am. They first TT win for Ryan and Callum Crow.
Riding with a level of skill and speed well beyond their years.
Hard to describe. You've just lived your dream with your brother. That's all we ever wanted in life, really, is to win a TT. And
loads of people out there waving and cheering. It's great. No, it's really good.
It feels like a bit of a dream, to be honest. I feel like I'm going to wake up and it's going to be race day all over again.
Riding around this place is just awesome, isn't it? You know, like the speeds and whatnot.
It's not only a race, it's everything around it.
Oh, how good's this? Where else would you want to be? Nothing prepares you for that. I'm down there in the fair and I'm just watching the curve come there.
It's really good to be back. I love riding my sidecar here.
As far as the TT goes, it's a pretty perfect start in my books.
It's got to take a lot of time to get used to how fast you're actually going.
It's all a bit surreal, really, but what an amazing place.
Here comes the tap on the shoulder and we're underway. Here they are, number 3. It's a man with some serious experience, Dave Molyneux. Oh, listen to that. Let's see what the gaps are looking like this time around. Oh dear, pulling up already.
The Honda is singing, absolutely nailed it.
Very good.
That's lap record pace, actually, if it were a player.
Unreal. Right now you've got, what, 5 outfits fighting it out for third. Wouldn't that be a story if Dave Molyneux looked it on the podium this afternoon? And he is up for this one. He's up for the fight.
Braking hard now. Oh, yeah.
What?
That was a big jump, all 3 wheels.
Love that footage.
That's so committed, that bike's loud.
Wow! That's under lap record pace. They've got ahead of Ben and Kev on the road.
Lap record might be on.
Oh, they're just outside by a 10. That's incredible. Absolutely incredible. What a performance. Will they join the 120 club as well? They celebrate over the line and they do join the 120 club.
Yeah, TT 2024, not bad.
I'm so happy, I'm so thankful to Kev. He did a mega job.
I'm delighted. I didn't expect it, so over the moon. Absolutely amazing to do that. An absolute dream come true.
Yeah, the Manx took over today, didn't they? Massive thank you to Chris Bowman and his team for all the dedication he puts into the sidecar. It's unbelievable.
Hello.
Hello, three-wheelers around the world. Welcome to the Hailey TT 2025 Monster Energy Fan Park. There's a bit of a buzz going on now, isn't it, Jack?
It's busy, like.
Yeah, we've come here just to introduce you to a bit of the fan part, really, and the energy that comes with it. The people here have been, of course, watching the sidecar session. The solos were getting ready to go out. That session's not quite going out. It has, sessions have been stopped. As you can see from the clouds above us, it's just been raining. It's stopped raining again. Thankfully, we can come and sit outside on the bench amongst these lovely people. But I think there's more rain due as well. So we decided to sit here amongst everyone and give you a little roundup of qualifying as we do tomorrow. Finally head to a bit of racing.
Absolutely, yeah. I think we managed to just keep a little bit dry. It's like we woke up this morning, torrential storm, wasn't it? Then it's dry again, and now it's just very changeable. But yeah, it was a really, really interesting last qualifying session there for the sidecars. So it was rescheduled. They got 40 minutes, one 40-minute session today rather than the scheduled 2 20-minute sessions. So a lot of people got a chance to do 2 laps. We saw a couple of people coming in and doing a few tweaks and going back out for a second. We'll get onto that in a minute. But as we say, the weather was really, really bad today, and we caught up with Kevin Coates, didn't we? And he was talking about how his driver Wiggett, he said he just backed off in a lot of places just because he saw the yellow flags. He knew that he qualified. He knew that he didn't have to do the time, so he just rode off and just took it a little bit cautiously. And I think there's quite a lot of drivers who did that. However, that said, Hailey, we still saw 119.3 for the Crow. I don't think there's anything stopping them this year, is there?
Yeah, there's even the gap. I mean, I know people weren't really pushing it. Like you said, you know, they had to be very wary, very careful of the conditions out there. But the Crows didn't even look like they were pushing it, and the times they were getting anyway. So
they had a 30-second gap over anybody by Ramsey in the first lap.
Yeah, which is completely insane, isn't it?
It's unheard of, pretty much.
So, but we had some others there getting some PBs in certain sectors as well around the course, which was great to see also.
Yeah, absolutely. We had Gibson's and Ben Birchall, he managed to push a bit and get a bit PB again. He just can't break that 1:15 barrier this year, though, Ben Birchall. He's only been doing 1:15.3, I think, so far as his fastest, which, don't get me wrong, I mean, that's a phenomenal speed anyhow, but we've seen Ben, he was the first person to do the 120-mile-an-hour lap, and he still has a lap record around here. So we don't know what's happening there. Maybe it's something to do with the new style of bike, the new passenger Paddy, but, you know, Paddy's got a lot of experience. We shall find out to get it started for tomorrow.
And of course, Found's outfit came back in just to change tyres, and they had a little tech issue they needed to rectify, but they got back out there. So we're set for some racing tomorrow. There's been a weather warning, quite frankly, hasn't there, been sent out. There is a WhatsApp group, so if you are here on the island, you can join the Ironman TT 2025 WhatsApp group for communications on the updates in your WhatsApp group. And they continue to quite fantastically keep us very in the loop of the changing weather conditions and any change in the scheduling as well. So they have sent a warning for changing weather conditions tomorrow night. Gale force winds are due, and that's what we get here. It's a beautiful island. We get some incredible racing, but because of where we are in the middle of the Irish Sea, we do have our microclimate. That's what we do. And so it can be raining on one part of the course and very sunny on the other, but of course the race officials have to be extremely aware of those changing conditions, and everything has to go out in safe conditions. So we will keep an eye on the schedule, but we are excited still. Currently we have the sidecar race going out tomorrow, and then the second sidecar race going out on Wednesday, and we're certainly set for some record-breaking laps and some fantastic results.
Absolutely. Let's just quickly run you through the top five, though, because of course this year it is unseeded. So first off, of course, we've got the Crow Brothers, who, by the way, set the fastest ever sector time between can't get my words out now, Balaf and Ramsey today, which is phenomenal. So we had the Crow Brothers taking off first, then we have Pete Found, who did 116 mile an hour this week, then it's Ben Birchall, followed by Lewis Blackstock and Oscar Lawrence. Now they've gone up one, and that's up to fourth with a number 5 plate. That's going to be phenomenal to see Oscar set off down at Bray Hill in that position. He's been so incredible all week. I thought they were going to get 2 laps in today, but I think they came back in and they decided to make a few changes. Overall, though, they are quite happy. Then we got Lee Crawford and Scott Hardy in 5th, followed by Todd Ellis and Emmanuel Clement in 6th. There's quite a bit of a gap between them two. Todd Ellis qualified on the 1:11 this week, whereas Lee Crawford's on a 1:14, the same as Lewis Blackstock. And then following that, we've got Kieran Clark and Andrew Johnson, a newcomer pairing. That is outstanding to see him there. 110.3. Imagine that, you're 1 mile an hour off a 2-time World Championship pairing on your first time around this course. He's gone from number 15 to number 7. Then we got Greg Lambert and Andrew Henge. Now, obviously, Greg Lambert's got Wales experience around here, and I think that's certainly helped him with the damp conditions this year. Number 9, we got Bob Dawson and Matty Sims. Then we got Steve and Matty Ramsden, which does mean that we've pushed Steve Kershaw, Rhys Gibbons, and Gary and Darryl Gibson out of the top 10. So we've had a bit of a reshuffle there, but it's, you know, very interesting. It's it's unseeded. There's no one in there apart from Kieran Clark. I think there's no one in there that is completely, you know, it was never ever on the cards of being in there, but it's very it's going to make for some excellent racing this week.
Absolutely, it's going to be such close racing, isn't it?
And just one quick change, just popped in my head before and all. So number 12 of George Holden and Mark Wilkes, they've pulled out the standard class and they have put their tuned engine in. They went out on the qualifying lap today and put in quite a high lap time and went a bit faster than what they did on the standard bike. And then now, so they'll be staying with that for the rest of the week.
Exciting to see what they do on that bike. Okay, so looking at our newcomers then. So we've already touched a little bit on Kieran, of course, and Andrew. Kieran's got a wealth of knowledge in the British circuits. As you said, he's very new to this course. To get the timings that he has, fantastic. So we've covered those newcomers, but there's so many others there. And the timings are really not too far off. They're all doing pretty great for their first TT.
Aren't they just absolutely superb? As I say, I mean, like I've mentioned him before, but Oscar Roberts is just absolutely outstanding. We can go on about him for hours. Kim Clark and Johnson amazing. But we got Steve Palacurva and Jan Drill. I think they've qualified. The number 25 plate. I think they've qualified 32nd. 31st. That's where so you think they've done about 100 mile an hour, which. In all honesty, I'm a little bit surprised. He's former French champion, Steve Palacurva. He's often finishing in the top 3, top 4 at French Superbike, but you know he hasn't had a lot of experience in road racing. And like we said yesterday, it's a marathon, not a sprint round here, isn't it? It's all about building up and building up and building up. But I think we're going to see them here, you know, in the very near future. And I think it won't be long before they're pushing up front. And also, the race is a different story. But we've got James Saunders and Sarah Stoker. They've qualified in 18th position with a 104, which is a superb pace to go around. Of course, James has been around this course as a passenger many, many times, but still, as a driver, it's a completely different kettle of fish.
They're a really strong pair, and they've got so much potential, haven't they? Yeah,
and especially, I'm really, really pleased for Sarah because she came in after the first practice and said, I'm not feeling this TT. So she had a little bit of a struggle with this, that, and the other. And then she went back out on the Friday practice. She said, right, that's me now. I'm sorted. So to manage to overcome all that and get out and do that good pace with a newcomer, have faith in a newcomer, is superb. And I'm sure James will be very pleased that he's out-qualified his own dad.
Yeah, definitely. So, coming to the race then, are you sticking? So you think yesterday you said, I think you're going to change your 1, 2, 3.
I think after today's performance, I have to agree with you. I can fully see Lee Crawford on that podium. Yeah, I really, really can. Yeah, he's outstanding. The only thing is, I'm not sure if he's, if he's peaked too soon. If he's showed his hand in qualifying, and that's very good. But I'm sure there's going to be something else, something up his sleeve for the race. But you can never doubt Ben Birchall. But I think it's going to be very, very close. I think, in all honesty, if all mechanical, if everybody finishes this race, I think it'll be the Crows, then Pete, and then the battle is on for that last step on the podium. I reckon it's going to be a 3-way, maybe a 4-way battle if Kieran Clark gets out of it. But I think it's going to be Lee Crawford and Scott Hardy, Lewis Blackstock and Oscar Lawrence, as well as Ben Burton and Paddy Wozniak fighting for that last place on the roster. Okay, yeah, I like it. What about you?
I'm still going to stick, obviously, with the Crows.
Yeah.
I'm hoping for Founds number 2. I'm hoping for Founds number 2 and definitely Crawford. Crawford's going to be, I'm going to stick with that on the podium. Yeah, I can't see Birchall. I just can't see them. I can't see them up there. I'm going to stick with what I said from the beginning. I'm not going to change mine. I'm sticking with it.
Pete must have had a frustrating week as well, though, because obviously Pete Van Jeven Malmsey, they did a 120 mile an hour lap on a standard engine position, because it wasn't a standard engine as such, but the position was on the old conventional style, which we explained in our daily download videos. And he did a 120 mile an hour lap on that, and he should have, in theory, got a lot better bike this year, but he can't. He's going slower than he did in his old bike. He must be thinking, what can I do? You know what I mean? I'm sure he's going to go to bed tonight and have a right hard think as he goes to sleep and think, where can I make this time back up? Do you see what I'm saying? It must be very frustrating.
It's frustrating, isn't it? It's a shame to watch, isn't it? Because there's so many people cheering them on. They've got such great support.
And they work so hard.
Yeah, they really do. They put so much into that bike and bringing it together, sponsorship, everything around it. And the talent, Des, I was chatting to Des yesterday, he said we might not have the budget that some others have, and maybe even the support that some others have, but we've definitely got the talent there, and they do.
There's no denying that. I don't think anybody rides as hard as Pete Founds, in all honesty. When you see the videos of him coming through places, he looks aggressive, he doesn't look out of shape, but he just looks on it.
Yeah.
Do you know what I mean?
Yeah. So, well, tomorrow we go racing. But just soak up a little bit more. You can hear everyone drinking this fine ale and then getting nice and relaxed and enjoying the social scene behind us. We had a few sidecar fans waiting around to give us a little cheeky 3-wheeled salute. But yeah, I think this gentleman to my right and to your left, I'm pointing at you.
Sorry.
He deserves a pint or two because it is his birthday, and I would sing to you, Jack. I know it makes you awkward.
Yeah, please.
Not my singing, hopefully not. The fact that we pull him on and being his birthday. So please, everyone, comment on this video. Wish this boy a very happy birthday. He brings so much to the team. It's great to have him with us. and wish him some big celebrations tonight because he deserves it.
Thank you very much, Hailey. Thank you.
Happy birthday! All right, so from us here at the Monster Energy Fan Park of the Hailey and TT 2025, we're going to be back with you for some racing tomorrow. It's going to be some epic racing from all of those sidecars entered in to this year's TT, and we can't wait to share it with you. So we will see you here tomorrow. Thank you for joining us. By the sport, for the sport. Welcome to the Hailey and TT 2024. The bikes are ready and everybody is raring to go. It's set to be some exciting racing and we cannot wait to get going.
Starting first, Pete Bounds and Jevon Walmsley. And of course, Ben Birchall unable to take the start. Here are the Crow brothers. What can they do? This always looks so nervous, doesn't it, on the sidecar outfit?
Have a listen to that engine scream. Oh,
lovely. Oh, he's pulled off to the side of the road.
World and British champions.
Ryan and Callum Crow closing down on Pete Bounds. They're fantastic performance. They're hunting for that win, aren't they?
Class act. Oh, and the gap's closed. Nice, clean pass. Oh, just floating that sidecar wheel. That really is a very, very daunting turn.
Look at this.
Callum Crow like an acrobat, twisting, flying his body into that pass.
Bounds and Walmsley back up the inside. They run wide though. The Crow blast back into the lead.
This is unbelievable.
I'm still in awe of the passengers every single time we see it. Really pushing hard.
But we don't want to speak too soon.
Brilliant. That is high speed start. I'm in awe. I really am. They first TT win for Ryan and Callum Crow.
Riding with a level of skill and speed well beyond their years.
Hard to describe. You've just lived your dream with your brother. That's all we ever wanted in life, really, is to win a TT. And
loads of people out there waving and cheering. It's great. That was really good.
It feels like a bit of a dream, to be honest. I feel like I'm going to wake up and it's going to be race day all over again.
Riding around this place is just awesome, isn't it? You know, like the speeds and whatnot.
It's not only a race, it's everything around it.
Oh, how good's this? Where else would you want to be? Nothing prepares you for that. I'm down there in the fair and I'm just watching the curve come there.
It's really good to be back. I love riding my sidecar here.
As far as the TT goes, it's a pretty perfect start in my book.
It's got to take a lot of time to get used to how fast you're actually going.
It's all a bit surreal, really, but what an amazing place.
Here comes the tap on the shoulder, and we're underway. Here they are, number 3. Some man with some serious experience, Dave Molyneux. Oh, listen to that. Let's see what the gaps are looking like this time around. Oh dear, pulling up already.
The Honda is singing, absolutely nailed it. Very good.
That's like record pace, actually, if it were a player.
Unreal.
Right now you've got, what, 5 outfits fighting it out for third. Wouldn't that be a story if Dave Molyneux looked it on the podium this afternoon? And he is up for this one. He's up for the fight. Breaking hard now.
Oh, yeah.
That was a big jump, all 3 wheels.
Love that footage.
That's so committed, that bike's loud.
Wow. That's under lap record pace and got ahead of Ben and Kev on the road.
Lap record might be on.
Oh, they're just outside by a 10. That's incredible. Absolutely incredible. What a performance. Will they join the 120 club as well? They celebrate over the line and they do join the 120 club.
Yeah, TT 2024, not bad.
I'm so happy, I'm so thankful to Kev. He did a mega job. I'm delighted, I didn't expect it, so over the moon.
Absolutely amazing to do that, an absolute dream come true. Yeah, the Manx took over today, didn't they? Massive thank you to Chris Bowman and his team for all the dedication you put into the sidecar. It's unbelievable.